to Silent Hill. Metamorphoses. I think I said it right. Right?
Yeah, I don't know if that's really how you spell it. I feel like that's not spelled the right way, but I'm not a good person to spell, so.
On the site is Metamorphoses.
No, I know that, but I'm saying, did you look into like dictionary.com?
No. So we're playing a fan game of Silent Hill. I'm about to say Resident Evil. You ever played Silent Hill? Have you ever played Silent Hill?
I don't know if we have. I don't know.
I'm Audrey.
John.
And this is date night. Our kids are asleep because they had a long holiday from school. So they're like tired out and like, oh, let's go to sleep.
Please.
Yes. So we're going to play this game. So you never played it. I played some of Silent Hill. I actually have the game Silent Hill. I want to play with you.
You've only played Resident Evil.
Yeah.
With me.
I want to play Silent Hill, the old one, the first one, to see if you like it or not. It's similar to the PSX games that we play on here.
I like the movies. I like the story.
Oh yeah, same here. So this one's the main character of the game is Coulman, goes to Silent Hill looking for her missing brother. Arriving at the place, the girl is surprised at the snowfall in early May. And having met several bizarre characters on her way, she realizes that something strange is happening to the town. Mm-hmm. If you can't tell, this this game is using the Ren Pi, I think what was it called? So you can make visual novels on here. Maybe it was here. Yeah, see Ren Pi. So it's a not official game from Silent Hill. It's a fan made, like I said. So anything we play here is not official Silent Hill stuff. So if anyone is interested, go and check this game out. itch.io. Let's go start.
I like the music.
Same here. Silent Hill has excellent music. That's one of my favorite music or soundtracks. It is a fan game based on the Silent Hill series. The game is free and for personal use only, not for sale or redistribution. Is a trademark, Konami Computer Entertainment, Tokyo. The game contains scenes of violence and gore. So I already know this game. I tried it.
Epilepsy warning. It's going to be flashing lights.
Script in Russian, where it's translated English using Google Translator, which in turn can lead to grammar errors and minor misunderstandings.
That's cool. It's like... Someone lighting a lighter?
I think so.
Or a cigarette? I killed him. I killed him.
I like it, the beat has to hit.
This ominous phrase, which I said the bartender a couple of hours ago, continued to resonate in my head. He calmly continued to wipe the whiskey glass and idly asked if it was worth calling the cops. I was already barely standing on my feet after drinking, so with a significant wave of my hand, I crawled onto the sofa in the dark, dusty corner of the bar, dreaming to take a nap. The cleaning lady woke me up and politely put me out the door, saying that the bar was open until 4 in the morning. And now I'm shaking like an aspen leaf, trying unsuccessfully to warm myself with a third cigarette. Why the hell is it so cold around here?
The girl threw a cigarette butt into the trash can and took a step away from Annie's bar.
Snow. Why is it snowing here? It's early May. I stared at the snowflakes circling in a chaotic dance. Silent Hill. What am I doing in this place? A disturbing thought flashed through the fuzzy mind. Adam. I came here for my brother. 3 weeks ago, he disappeared without a trace. When Adam didn't return from work, I instantly got worried. We rented an apartment on the outskirts of Portland and were close to each other. He would not even have thought of a wild idea not to warn me about an urgent business trip or other change of plans. At that time, I was embarrassed by the fact that everything in the apartment remained in its place. All of Adam's clothes were in the closet. His favorite backpack was in the corner of the bedroom. Well, couldn't he leave the house completely naked? I rummaged in my brother's backpack and pulled out a bunch of useless junk. an advertising brochure, 2 cash vouchers from an instant photo machine, a hand pump for a bicycle, and a disconnected mobile phone. In the call history of the phone, there was no mysterious calls from unknown numbers or SMS with threats. The contact list consisted of me and the superintendent of our apartment complex. We are not very social persons. I spent several hours in insane anxiety, and at 8 in the morning went to the nearest police station. They listened to me with a sympathetic look and very carefully dismissed me, saying that a healthy adult man just went out on a spree and most likely will return home. 2 days later, they nevertheless accepted a statement from me and slowly began operational work on interviewing witnesses. I could not find a place for myself, feeling that something terrible had happened. Out of complete hopelessness, deciding to once again inspect the backpack, I again came across an advertising brochure. In fact, it turned out to be a gold coupon to the Lakeside Amusement Park in Silent Hill Town, guaranteeing the owner free admission to all attractions and participation in the super game.
What?
Do you think that brochure somehow goes out into the world to get people to come in?
Yeah. That's the first time I heard of it.
Well, remember how when she was a kid, she was Silent Hill sent her outside of the world?
Oh, mm-hmm.
So, a huge plush rabbit named Robbie smiled from the surface of the glossy paper, winking and inviting to take part in the action. Complete nonsense. Although I must admit that my brother, despite the approaching 3rd decade, often behaves like a child.
3rd decade? That's a weird way to say that.
He's 30. Did he give up everything and rush to this resort town to ride mechanical horses? Sure, Eve. He went there completely naked and left at home a gold coupon to the show. The police officer will be madly glad to hear your conclusions. Without coming up with anything worthwhile, I began to dress quickly. It sounds stupid, but I better quickly hit the road to this amusement park thing. Make sure that Adam is not there, and with a clear conscience, I'll wait for news from the representatives of the law. I can't just sit here doing nothing. I quickly scribbled down a note in case of Adam's return before me, and drove to the station. The long journey with transfers tired me a lot. While staying at the motel, I immediately stumbled upon the sign of the bar and went to drink a couple of glasses to calm the nervous system. And here I am, shaking from the cold in the middle of a deserted street of a sleepy town. I must go back to the motel, put on a sweater, and look for the ill-fated amusement park. Otherwise, I risk getting pneumonia.
The girl took out a small piece of paper from her breast pocket. Oh, that's
Why does
Adam.
that? He's naked. Yeah, so she was right.
Wait, her name is Eve and Adam? Okay. I just realized that.
Yeah. It is weird for brother and sister to be called that. Sadly, this is the only surviving photograph of Adam when he was 19. 19? Wow. And he's 30? That's not going to be very good to look for him.
Yeah.
A sudden fire took the lives of our beloved parents and destroyed almost all family documents many years ago. Dad and Mom. When the twins were born, we were named Adam and Eve. Mom often liked to joke that she was Lilith and Dad was the tempting serpent.
That's weird to name your kids Adam and Eve.
Mm-hmm. Me and Adam outwardly turned out to be very similar. He was born a minute earlier than me, and from the first day he was rightly considered as an older brother.
The hand holding the photo shook involuntarily.
This is not the right time to get upset.
Eve hesitated
Mm-hmm.
in the middle of the street. What will you do? Return to the bar or return to the motel?
We need... Well, the bar's closed, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Try the bar, let's see. Let's see if it still says closed. I decided to ask for another glass of whiskey. What the fuck?
Of course, the bar front door is securely locked. Through a small gap, boards were invisible, with which the door was boarded up from the inside.
Ooh. They, at a certain time of day or night, they make sure nobody can get in. The disturbing thought flashed through my mind that the bar looked somehow abandoned. But I just came out of there. What the hell? Having pulled the door again and did not achieve a result, I stepped back in confusion.
Go to the hotel then?
Motel, yeah.
Motel?
Yes, that would be the best solution now.
Eve, trembling voice faded imperceptibly into the thickening darkness. Luckily for her, the motel was few meters from the Ann's bar.
Eddie. Seeing the hotel sign, I cheered up and quickened my pace. Strange noises made me turn around, peering into the darkness. It seems that someone is there. Oi, is this a child?
Eve's unexpected companion gazed silently at the girl with curious eyes. The child didn't look lost, neither scared.
Hey, sweetheart, what are you doing here, all alone? It's not safe outside at this time.
Eve leaned over to the child and smiled affably. Affably?
I'm not alone here.
Oh, really? And who are you here with?
The child suddenly became embarrassed and fell silent.
Don't worry. Let's look for your parents together. Probably your mom is somewhere nearby.
At the word mom, the boy shuddered and screamed. Blatant hatred flashed in his gaze.
Liar! Liar! You're not real. It's a lie.
Forgive me if I've been tactless. I just wanted...
Murderer! Traitor! Disgrator! Murderer! Traitor! Disgrator! Ooh! Murderer! Traitor! Disgrator!
Swinging from side to side, the mysterious boy chanted the words.
We hate you! We hate you! We hate you! Hate you!
Is that how you say that? Hate you or hate you? I don't know how you...
Who are we?
An ominous grin appeared on the child's face. He slowly raised his right hand and pointed a finger somewhere behind Eve's back.
I turned around. Nobody. Nobody at all. Empty street. At this time I noticed the child had disappeared, as if he vanished into thin air. Silence. Hill. I liked being in this strange place less and less. Thank goodness I'm near the motel. What would you do if some Cuban kid just started yelling murderer, traitor, deceptor, or whatever he said?
Looking around, I was like, what is this kid talking about?
Finally, I'm here.
Use a payphone. I was like, what's a payphone?
What's a payphone? Creepy kid, let's go inside. I have no reason to call his payphone. There was a dead silence in the courtyard. I don't know how many clients are in this place right now. Yesterday I only crossed paths with the guy at the reception. A very gloomy and taciturn fellow. When I asked about the location of the amusement park, he spat at the ground and said that he did not work in the information service.
Wow.
Asshole. I took out a tag with a number displayed on an iron plate. My room is the second one. Let's go.
Let's go! That's what Fortnite kids say.
Sure, this ain't the 5-star room. I was so immersed in the thought of my missing brother that I did not pay attention to the depressing state of this place. Never washed windows, decayed mattress, a big crack in the wall, traces of mold. Where's my sweater?
Exploration mode. Use a mouse cursor to inspect interior items and place. Okay. So where do you want to go?
Do we need to find our sweater?
Yeah. So
Click.
Can I just click here? Stop is when you return to the previous location. Click on the word stop. Okay. You can't leave the place without key item. Game will warn you. Okay. So with couch, bed. This is kind of cool. I like this. Ooh.
Just click on everything. The crack in the wall struck me as very suspicious. Climbing onto the bed, I began to carefully study the crack. The wooden surface moved resiliently under my fingers. By banging my fists on the wall, I made sure there was an empty space behind it. But how do I get there? It's a pity there is nothing useful at hand.
Ooh, are we supposed to go in there?
Mm-hmm.
So we can't go here.
We'll click everything in here first.
Ouch.
Strange. I definitely brought a sweater with me. Where is it? Looking under the chair, I found crumpled fabric. What a Sloven you are, Eve. I reproached myself, shaking off the dust from my outwear. The room was cleaned in line with its terrible state. I flicked the switch on the bedside lamp. No reaction. It's dead, just like the payphone outside the motel. Great service. An iron ruler was found in the nightstand. Use that iron ruler for the crack?
Oh yeah. You're going to go check the bed?
Well, you try it for the crack first.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it will be good enough. I remember the iron. Gripping the measuring device tightly, I inserted the iron corner of the ruler into the wall crack and jerked it sharply to the side. A piece of wood flew off the chair with a nasty squeak. Putting my hand into the hole formed, I felt with my fingers some kind of bottle. Wiping away a thick layer of dust, the title caught my eye. Health drink. Drink me. Out of place, I remembered the poem of Lewis Carroll. Perhaps I should take this.
You have found a health drink. It has been added to the list of medicine. Restore 30. What? There's a restore. There's this type of game? This is like Silent Hill rule?
I palpitated the mattress and noticed something solid in the lower left corner. It seems there is something there. The upholstery was full of holes, so without a twinge of conscience, I stuck my hand into the largest hole and began to look for a solid object among the cotton balls. A few moments later, I was holding in my hands a knife wrapped in a thick layer of cling film. An unexpected find, probably a souvenir from one of the previous guests. Perhaps I'll take it with me. The situation on the streets does not inspire confidence.
Found a knife, added to your list of available items. Okay.
Okay.
There's something we're missing?
The room? Can you click to go outside the room? Oh, I guess you press stop, maybe.
Oh.
It's enough. I can leave this place. A warm sweater warmed me up remarkably, and a knife in my pocket gave me confidence. Alcohol almost vanished from my consciousness. It's a pity I couldn't get a flashlight anywhere. The darkness continues to deepen. It is difficult to navigate. Perhaps I should go into this direction.
Eve went to the opposite side of the road from the bar. She soon found some kind of information stand on the side of the road.
Oh, remember that guy said he wasn't information?
Yeah.
Incredible luck. Area map. Burying my nose into the glass, I began to carefully study the street maps. Okay, here is resort area. The lighthouse, Bachman Road, leads to the old part of the town. No, this isn't what I'm looking for. And here it is. Turning onto Sanford Street, I can go straight to Lakeside Amusement Park. My mission is close to completion. You just need to go past the park area and turn to the right. Having memorized the map and the names of the streets, I barely moved into the darkness. I bravely moved. 5 minutes later, I was in the right place. A faded green sign indicated an intersection with Sanford Street. Delighted, I quickened my pace, but after a moment, I screamed and fell to my knees. Did I hit something?
Amazed, Eve sat on the edge of the bottomless pit.
Oh my gosh.
A battered lantern, the remains of a roadbed, and a dilapidated
Yeah.
fence hang over the ominous abyss. This is how old
Ominous.
sounds.
What the hell is going on here? What does all this mean? I struggled to my feet and looked down. My head was instantly dizzy. Oh fuck. I took 2 steps back and carefully studied the rift. The rift was the full width of the road. Throwing into the pit a piece of asphalt I found under my feet, I waited for the sound of a collision. In response, nothing. It took me a while to get the simple thought that the path to the amusement park was cut off. I can't get there. I can't get to the park. I can't. An icy chill ran down my spine. What about the road that took me to the motel? What if it also... My heart beat uneasily in my chest. There was only one way to check my guesses. For the umpteenth time in the last hour, I ran past the park area. I was stopped by a strange sound coming from the direction of the central fountain. Gripping the handle of the knife tighter in my hand, I carefully moved forward.
It's recommended to save the game often by clicking the save button at the bottom of the screen, or by clicking, okay, let's save. Return.
The fountain structure was completely rusted. Oh God, why didn't I pay attention to the state of the town? Another sharp sound. I turned to the right. Excuse me. Out of the darkness, my eyes caught an elegantly dressed lady in a wide-brimmed hat. Genuine madness was red in her eyes. An invisible tremor shook her arthritic hands. She took out light bulbs from a small box and smashed them on the asphalt.
Bastard! Ah, what a bastards! Not me, no, not me, no. God knows I did not do that.
The woman sobbed bitterly and dropped the box. Miraculously, one unbroken light bulb rolled to Eve's feet. The girl picked it up. I found a light bulb.
Good for you. Excuse me? Can I help you with something?
The old lady's face twisted into a grimace of pain.
No, I could not. Not mine.
She didn't seem to notice my presence at all. Excuse me.
I didn't buy them. I was sitting at the house home.
The woman straightened up and suddenly grabbed Eve's wrist. The girl screamed in pain.
They are coming. They are here. Run if you can.
The woman lifted her head to the sky and began to whisper a prayer.
I finally managed to free myself from the hands of the mad lady. I rushed forward in unknown direction. A few minutes later, the air almost left my lungs. Unable to move forward, I stopped in the middle of the street. Need to catch my breath. There was a wild cry.
Whoa.
Ooh. 4 dudes?
Yeah.
Creepy, disgusting creatures crept closer and closer to me. There were more than a dozen of them.
Wow.
Eerie, ape-like creatures with rotten flesh and skinned creatures floating in the sky. This is the end. I will not be able to make a single step.
Ooh. It becomes a RPG. What do you want to do?
Well, my weapon. I don't think a light bulb will help him. Knife. I drew my knife and, closing my eyes, hit the nearest monster. Ooh, get it.
The creatures made an eerie sound and pounced on Eve.
Ugh. There were too many of them. I knew that a moment later I would be torn to pieces by monsters. But suddenly, the rolling sound of the sirens gained momentum. The monsters retreated into the darkness. Bleeding out, I slowly passed out.
Plasto.
I blasted. We did?
Eve groaned. Cannoli
Ivy.
burger.
I opened my eyes. The echoes of the eerie sirens reflected in my mind. I checked myself and realized that there were no wounds on the body. A little nauseous and shaking, but not a single scratch. How was it possible? The encounters with the monsters. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath. Eve, it was just a bad dream. The asshole bartender treated you the fake whiskey, and when you felt sick, the owners of the bar, frightened of impending problems, took you outside and threw you in the first place they came across.
Oh, wow. The girl stretched her lips in a faint smile.
There was nothing. A boy, a crazy old lady, disgusting monsters, just hallucinations, just a bad dream. The sudden ringing on the phone made me jump in surprise. I looked sideways at the payphone, slowly walked over, and answered the phone.
A mechanical voice reports delayed message delivery. The voice of a young woman sounded in the membrane. Membrane? In the membrane.
This is hospital. Head nurse Foster is calling. Congratulations, you have monochronic
Monochronic
monomanionic twins. It is necessary to contact Dr. Shi for consultation. I repeat, consultation. I repeat, it is necessary to contact Dr. Shi for consultation. This is urgent.
Voice recording was interrupted with beeps. What an absurdity.
Eve hesitantly froze in front of a payphone.
It's just absurd.
The girl turned around, took a few steps, and came across a corner building. Post office?
Post office. It's about a time to write a greeting card and send to the nearest psychiatric hospital. The caustic joke was cut off in mid-sentence. Coming closer to the building, I noticed a piece of thick paper folded in half, tucked between the door handles. The greeting card. As if hypnotized, I carefully pulled out the card and unfolded it. Look forward with hope, backward with gratitude, up with faith, around with love. Look up, Eve. I cast a quick look at the sky.
The sky, obscured by dense clouds of fog, was completely covered with spiders of all kinds and sizes. An eerie scream cut through the sky. The arachnids were in constant chaotic movement. Eve, seized with horror, gasped for air, afraid to even move.
Oh God, oh God. The nightmare suddenly continued. At some point, I came to my senses. Gathering my strength and trying not to look at the sky, I rushed forward along Crichton Street. From behind me came the sound of a falling body.
Wow.
Oy. A huge half-meter spider lay on the asphalt, spraying red blood with every convulsive movement of creepy limbs. The spider was dying and screaming in pain. Unable to look away from the sickening sight, I continued to watch the agony of the arachnid. And then a terrible thought flashed through my mind. He fell from the sky. He fell from the sky. This means that the others also can.
Eve nerves could not stand it. She let out an inhuman cry and backed away from the crushed corpse.
Scary pictures of the streets littered with the corpses of spiders flashed through my mind. I continued to back away until I stumbled upon an iron frame with my back. Police car, even two, parked near some building. The sign police caught my eye. Police station, and why didn't I immediately figure out where to go for help? Perhaps I am not alone in this place. Of course, the officers will help me. There was no strength to stay outside. I pulled the handle, was relieved to make sure that the door was open, and dived into the building. There was silence inside, and it was very dark. I went to the counter, mechanically ran my finger along the tabletop, and found a thick layer of dust. The hope of finding help vanished instantly. The building was long.
Oops, sorry.
But nothing in the world would make me leave this building. The roof over my head gave confidence. Exhausted, I sat down on the dirty floor, my back against the wall. My arachnophobia manifested itself when I was 12 after one stupid, at first glance, incident.
Oh.
It was summer, and as always, I spent time in the company of the neighboring boys. Stupid doll games with girls never attracted me. There were many unfinished buildings on the outskirts of town, which became the playground of our games, often very dangerous. We played hide and seek that day. Trying to find the most secluded corner, I discovered the concrete base of a house and began to go around. Finally, I got lucky. The concrete slab near the far corner crumbled, and a small hole allowed a thin child like me to get inside. Driven by the shout, "Guys, I'm looking for you," of Basquet, I quickly darted into the crevice and, having scratched my belly and elbows, climbed into the building. Standing up to my full height, I finally guessed to look around the interior of the room and froze in horror. It was incredible heat that summer. The concrete box did not have a roof, and the wildly flowering bushes of an unknown plant were covered with layers of webs. In the center of each web, there was a coin-sized spider with orange back. My eyes were watering. Standing up at my full height, I got entangled in a web and screamed in horror. I don't remember anything else. I woke up in the hospital. Anxious parents stood next to my bed. The neighboring boys found me unconscious inside the unfinished building. My whole face was covered with webs and spiders, crushed during a seizure. Since then, I have had nightmares. Once a month, I wake up in a cold sweat with the feeling that vile creatures are crawling over my body and face. My parents took me to a therapist, a psychologist. They prescribed me anti-anxiety medications, conducted behavioral therapy. Everything was useless. As I got older, I learned a little about how to deal with the phobia, and nightmares became more sparse. Or not. I tried to distract myself from the sad memories and got up from the floor. I need to get to the amusement park, find Adam, and get the hell out of this town. My hoarse voice echoed within the walls of the police station. I stumbled into the first office room I came across.
There's a shotgun there. Oh, this is where we were. There's drawers, there's a cabinet, there's a gun, paper, wall. See this one.
There was a beautiful Eiffel Tower poster on the wall. The bright red lettering says, "The Lady with the Doberman is already in Paris. The first ever live performance of the talented violinist in the capital of fashion."
Okay.
Huh? As far as I am from Paris, I am also from classical music.
Where do you want to go? Or check?
That piece of paper on the table. On the table lay an A4 sheet. This is a statement. Richardson, Dorothy, U.S. citizen, born in 1949. Complaints of what she says is incredibly strong cadaver smells of decay and rot from the apartment above her room. The tenants are unfamiliar to her. She claims to have seen the face of the devil in the two guises. Believes in an attempt on her life and asks for immediate action. In a pencil at the bottom, the phrase is written crookedly. This is the number of Bennett, the psychiatrist. Contact him. Let him handle the situation with this old woman. Alex. I put the sheet back in its place.
Get the gun.
On the table lay a shotgun with a shiny lacquer barrel. I came closer and took a formidable weapon in my hands. Considering the outside dangerous environment, this will come in handy.
Oh, you're going to just take the gun?
It's a pity there are no ammo around here. I decided to take the weapon with me.
Okay, we got the gun.
Chalkboard. Something is written on the blackboard with chalk. Product only available in select areas of Silent Hill. Raw material in White Claudia, a plant peculiar to the region. Manufactured here? Dealer equals manufacturer? Some kind of police notes. I'm not interested in this.
You will be.
The drawer? Maybe ammo in the drawer?
There's ammo here.
Where?
In this door.
Oh.
Oops.
I checked some dusty papers and discovered something in the dark corner. First aid kit. The desk drawer. I opened a drawer and found an ammo. See, I knew it was there.
Handgun ammo, though.
Oh, isn't that the jet gun? Fucking hell. This is what I call bad luck.
There has to be a handgun somewhere. That's a lot of bullets. Everything? Right? Yeah, I think that's everything.
Click at the save button.
I don't even know what it's
press stop and then we can click at the save. Click at the save. Click at the save. Return. It's enough. I can leave this place. Now I was a little more confident. If even one thing falls from the sky, I can kill it with a knife and a shotgun stock. I noticed in myself the unexpectedly awakened spirit of the hunter. Huh? Where did I get this from?
On the wall was a map of Central Silent Hill.
I have to find a new path to the amusement park, since the road from the resort area is cut off. I see. Sagan Street, across the bridge, the way to the old part of the town. Exactly what is needed. Does it say on the wall? Red rum?
Yeah,
Murder?
red rum.
Jim Bean or something back there. I crossed the bridge, past the control room, and walked cautiously along Block Street. Trying to not to look at the sky, I distracted myself by reading signs and inscriptions on houses. Huh? Jim Bean and red rum.
Jim Bean is the beans, right? Or
whiskey.
Whiskey, yeah.
I didn't expect to come across a mention of my favorite whiskey in a film at the same time. Eve, lucky you.
Eve sighed sadly.
Adam hated alcohol. As teenagers, he and I consistently fought about this topic. He called King a terrible to tedious, and instead of a party and a cheerful company, he preferred boring books about the life of some ancient Greek philosophers. Immersed in memories, I did not immediately notice the noise coming from afar.
Oh, okay, let's say.
A giant-sized butterfly emerged from the swirling fog. A flying creature without any hesitation attacked me. Weapon?
Hey, what's items that you can use? Oh, you can't. Can you go back? Oh, I can't go back.
Go back to the save? No, go back out to the save. Click on that part. Oh no, just overrided it.
Oh, I just overrided.
Ah, John. Okay, now use over here. A knife. I drew my knife and stabbed the butterfly. Stab again.
The creature made an eerie sound and pounced on Eve.
Ah!
That's only that much. Eve received minor damage. Okay, no, wait. I guess the shotgun, right?
But you can't. You have to use the thing.
Oh yeah.
The butt of it. I grabbed a shotgun, flipped it around, and hit the butterfly.
It doesn't seem to be very effective.
Yeah, that's why you need a knife.
Creature made an eerie sound and pounced on Eve.
Ah! Now our health is at 70.
Yeah.
Can we use the knife again, please? I drew my knife and stabbed the butterfly.
The creature made an eerie sound and pounced on Eve.
Ah! See, we could have had better health if you hadn't got the bottom of a shotgun. The monster fell to the ground and fluttered its wings plaintively. Within the final blow of the knife, I ended the life of the butterfly.
That's a book name.
What the hell was that thing? What's going on in this damn town? I took a breath and got to my feet. There are no critical wounds, only deep scratches on the hands, left by sharp fangs. Hurt a lot. Fangs. What kind of creature have I just killed? Somehow I'm still alive. I must move on.
Eve was walking past the church when a loud sound came from there. Okay, I think we should end it here. It's already like almost 40 minutes in. Let's save this. Interesting story.
Yeah.
It feels like a Silent Hill game or movie.
Yeah.
Don't know what's happening. It feels like her fears are, what do you call it?
It knows your fears.
It knows your fears. I never really interpret Silent Hill like that. But it's in the game. Or in the game, I guess. I don't know. I have to replay Silent Hill to know how it feels again.
Based off of the movie, it doesn't feel like it does that. But
No. Because the movie, there's just like random monsters that come out. I never felt like, oh, her fear is Pyramid Head or something like that. It felt like just stuff happening. Okay, that was Date Night. You can check this game out on itch.io if you don't want to if you want to just finish it. I don't know how long the game is. It doesn't say on the description. The game is fan game Silent Hill Metamorphosis.
Metamorphoses.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It's the game is created by who's this person? James Hillten. So that's the person who made it. So if you check that out, I think he has other games probably. I can't see. Most of the time it will show the person I click it, but I can't. But yeah, go to itch.io.
Go to
Great game. We'll finish this later, maybe in another video. But right now we'll stop here and then keep you guys in suspense, right?
Butterfly killer.
The butterfly killer. Okay, bye everyone.
Bye.